Wow, check it out.
Para dónde van? Para dónde van hoy? Teide. You guys are going all the way up there.
Okay, you guys, this might be the best shot we get of the volcano. Highest point in Spain.
So we're way up in the mountains near the volcano, but this is a relatively flat area on a different planet like Mars. Just check it out. And we're just sort of lost in this vast territory here in Tenerife. My new friends, the camels of Teide, the camels of Canarias. Wow, I can't believe it. Teide in the background, can you believe it?
Good morning to all my adventurers out there. It's Adventure Elliot, and today is day 2 in Tenerife, and I have a local, Javier, who's gonna be driving us around the island, bringing us up to the volcano, which is up that way. So we're gonna get some spectacular views, do a little hiking, and then we're going to end the night in Puerto de La Cruz, which is another city on the other side of the island, but enjoying this amazing coffee here. And wow, this is the city of La Laguna that you saw in the video last night, but in the more modern part. And that way is the vast Atlantic Ocean. How beautiful, what a beautiful setting to start my day and have a coffee. All right, I'll see you guys when we're going up into the mountains. But before, I might mention that this is part of hostel life, you know, having mixed drinks with your friends at night. And imagine having mixed drinks at a place like this. You're a young college student, maybe your early, mid-20s. You're just out here meeting strangers from around the world. That's what the hostel life is all about. You just socialize, you meet people. I mean, I've met French, Italian, I met people from all around the world, so I'm totally used to meeting people, but it's really a fun experience to stay in hostels and meet strangers from around the world. And sometimes you don't speak the same language, so you got to speak your second language. Maybe it's Spanish, maybe it's Portuguese, maybe it's Italian, maybe it's Arabic, whatever. It's all part of the experience. So I want to show this breakfast scene at the hostel here. So you come up here, maybe you take out your laptop, you start doing your remote work, or for me, I'd be editing YouTube videos, and the hostel serves you breakfast here. Look at, wow, this is an amazing hostel breakfast. We got hummus, wow, cheese, hard-boiled eggs, cereal, oatmeal, some bread, orange juice, coffee, and this is all included in the price, you guys. So I paid 25 euros for this hostel. It was the only option sort of in La Laguna that was affordable, so I took it, but wow, totally worth 25 euros, and I had a great night's sleep. Okay, you guys, here's the van we're going in today with Javier. Javier, amigo, todo bien?
Buenos días.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's your name? Joaquín. ¿Y cómo te llamas tú?
Gloria.
Gloria, la Gloria. Esto es la Gloria. All right, this is gonna be a fun day, you guys. Jungle, we got fun and games. Jungle. Honestly, I'm totally shocked and mind blown and amazement by like how everything looks. The architecture, it reminds me of like a mix of Latin American cities in the mountains, you know, tropical-esque, not quite tropical, and also regular Spain. It's a mix of both. But the infrastructure here is incredible. Although some of the buildings look old, it's very well maintained, and you see like tropical plants. You see this grass here, which is more tropical-esque. It's really amazing. Wow.
Esta carretera es nueva. Bueno, ya llegamos. Vamos a llegar ya. En breve.
Oh. you guys, so you saw those people cycling there. So Javier was telling me that sports and being active on the islands is a huge thing here. Here we have another guy cycling. So they go up and down these hills, and wow, they get great exercise. A lot of professional cyclers come here to train for that reason, because of the elevation and the change in elevation and the good infrastructure, relatively speaking, that can allow bikers to go up and down these mountains that you see in the background in the volcano there. Vale. All right, you guys, I'm here with some cyclers. Hola, hola chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Estáis entrenando esta mañana? ¿Y qué tal? ¿Muy bien?
Bien, bien. Buen día para eso.
¿Y por qué Islas Canarias son uno de los mejores sitios para hacer ciclismo? Sí. Vale, buena infraestructura, muchas inclinaciones, bajadas, subidas. Y dirías que es la hostia hacer ciclismo aquí. Vale. Muy bien, muy bien. Y mira, el volcán. Wow, este volcán es increíble. Gracias. Wow, esto es Puerto de La Cruz, ¿no? Puerto de La Cruz. Vale. Wow, the bikers keep arriving. Un equipo fuerte, ¿no? ¿Para dónde van? ¿Para dónde van hoy? Teide. You guys are going all the way up there. Vas a subir lo más que puedas. ¿Y cuántos kilómetros por día, por ejemplo? 100. Madre mía. 100 kilometers. I can't believe that. Crikey. Impressive. The biking kings of Spain right here. These guys. Okay, you guys. So Javier brought me to this place called La Baranda. And look at the place. It is incredible. Check it out, you guys. I can't believe these views are spectacular. Woo! I feel like I'm gonna fall, but I'm not. Wow! I can't believe it. Teide in the background, can you believe it? Jesus. Look at the ocean, wow. You guys, I'm moving to the Canary Islands. I'm moving to the Canary Islands. That way is Puerto de La Cruz, where we're gonna stay tonight. But you just see the island has all these little towns, just kind of nestled into the mountains here, all these little towns. Just look at it. Imagine living here, you guys. It's like another world. It's a natural wonder of the world. I can't believe it. And it's so fresh. The air is good here. Wow. Imagine being one of the first people to discover these islands. This is mind-blowing. Okay, so this is like a typical breakfast in Spain. We got the bread with the olive oil and the tomato. He's got the sándwich de jamón, un café normal,
Sí,
macchiato, cortado, and my boy's got colacao.
Chocolate milk.
Ya está. Y ella tiene jugo de naranja o zumo de naranja y un sándwichito. Muy rico. Contentilla. That was a great little breakfast there. I highly recommend coming here if you're ever in the Canary Islands, in Tenerife. And wow, rico, contento.
Muy bueno.
Muy bien. ¿Te gustó? ¿Te gustó? ¿Os gustó? Y sí.
El sitio sobre todo.
Mira, mira. Wow, look at the flora and the fauna. Madre mía. All right, we're getting back in the van. We're gonna go to the volcano. We're gonna go find a little excursion we can take somewhere up in the volcano. We're not gonna go to the top, but still we're gonna get some spectacular views, so stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so we're starting to go up in elevation, and you're gonna see that the vegetation changes, and it's gonna change little by little. And as we continue to go up, just pay attention to that. I see more pine trees here, and look, there's some flat plains here. So there's various levels of elevation change, and you get to a little flat area, and then you keep going up once you get interior on the island. And it's surprisingly very green. Look at how green it is. On this side of the island, it's more green. Este lado de la isla, más verde, ¿verdad?
Correcto.
Sí, sí.
La cara
Wow.
azul, más seca.
Check it out, and imagine these guys with motorcycles. Wow, that would be so fun driving a motorcycle on this island. Perfect weather today, perfect weather. We got lucky. The YouTube gods wanted me to get good footage today. Wow, I just opened the window and you can definitely feel it's a lot colder. Hace un poco frío aquí, pero fresquito, me gusta mucho. Yo quiero adivinar como, no sé, 18 grados. Y donde estuvimos, it was more like probably 23 earlier. 23 donde estuvimos, algo así. So Javier and his wife were saying to me that there's so many different microclimates, which is unique because it's a small geographic area. The amount of land here is very sparse.
However, there's so many different microclimates, and we're experiencing microclimate change as we continue to rise. And it's very interesting. Someone who like me, who likes geography, I like these changes in microclimate. So when we go out on an adventure, I'll let you know how cold it is or how warm it is. Okay, another thing you have to deal with, and why cars are so important, is because as you see, the roads they curve a lot, they're more narrow, and with a big truck or with a big bus, it's a lot harder to navigate these roads. So things like a small car or a motorcycle are very useful here. And you know, they don't have a lot of bus transport here. Yes, they have it, but it's not like the rest of Spain. All right, you guys, just check it out. We have these pine trees here. So this is Monte de la Esperanza, Mountain of Hope.
Correcto, sí, yes.
Wow, what are we hoping for? We're hoping for some great views. Great views we're hoping for you guys to see. Let's check it out. Wow. Jacobo, ¿te gusta? Impresionante, ¿no? Las Lagunetas. Wow.
Ahí vamos a hacer.
Estamos en otro mundo.
Caminata.
Estamos en otro mundo. Yo no creo. Wow. ¿Dónde estamos? Jacob, does this remind you of something different? Like, no sé, como me parece en las montañas rocosas, el occidental de los Estados Unidos, hay muchos sitios que aparece así. Oh, wow. Mira, that's a Porsche. That's a Porsche. It's probably a German. Driving like a loco in these streets.
Eso no me gusta.
Manejando como un loco.
Sí, eso no me gusta.
No me gusta tampoco.
La gente sale aquí a
O sea,
relajarse.
aún puedes manejar en una manera segura, pero bueno. Okay, you guys, we're about halfway between the coast and the top point of Spain, Volcán Teide. And just look at the change in elevation here. So we're gonna hike up this trail here. Honestly, I feel like I'm in Colorado or something. We're gonna hike up this trail and get some views, and it's gonna be mind-blowing, I think. But just look at this little place you can eat here, El Restaurante La Terraza de Betty. And I'm just so happy. This guy Javier and his wife and his son, they just he reached out to me on YouTube, and he's offered to bring me around the island. I couldn't be more grateful. But honestly, this is an example of the people here, and it doesn't really surprise me that he's like this. Javier, Joaquín, ¿estáis listo para subir esta montañita?
Listo, caminata.
He's ready. The little one's ready. He's excited. All right, here we go, you guys. Que caballeroso. Que caballeroso. All right. So this soil is like clay, como arce, no? And in the Canary Island, boy, you can just see he's in his natural element. He's really happy right now, just like me when I was a little kid. Joaquín, el warrior, the warrior. Vamos, Joaquín. He's so happy. Un producto de las Islas Canarias. A tope. Wow, check it out, you guys. Impresionante. This is amazing. Jacobo, do you like it, bro?
Yes.
Jacobo's pumped. Suerte, suerte. Wow, look at these guys. Hola, ¿qué tal? Wow, wow, look at this guy, mountain biking to the max. Okay, so we've came to a clearing, and here's the first peak of the view. Check it out.
Santa Cruz. Abajo.
Santa Cruz is that way. Wow, check it out. Ahí hay otra isla, ¿no?
Gran Canaria.
Gran Canarias is that way. I don't know if you can see it. But wow, you guys, just look at this view. Incredible. Jacob, this is where you take some photos, bro.
Podrías llegar al Teide, si sigue por aquí. Pero no.
Wow. Impresionante, gracias.
Está súper bonita. Vamos. ¿Se quema esto?
Javier was saying that these trees, if there's a forest fire here, these trees no se queman, no?
Pino canario, se quema solo la corteza por fuera, pero el árbol
Okay.
no muere.
So the bark absorbs the fire, and then the whole tree doesn't burn. No se quema el árbol entero, ¿no?
No, correcto. Y ves que tiene una corteza muy gruesa
Sí.
que le hace que sobreviva. En otro sitio vamos a ver que la corteza
o sea,
a cierta altura está quemada,
Ajá.
pero el árbol está vivo. No le
Vale.
afecta.
So like they can aguantar, they can what's the word? Oh my God, I can't resist it. They can resist fire. They can resist fire. Okay, we're back on the road. We're gonna keep going up in elevation, and we have a new driver, Gloria. She's driving. Wow. And check it out. Interesting thing about these vehicles in Spain and maybe Europe is they are manual stick shift. You wouldn't see many manual stick shift cars in the United States like you do here. All right, so we're gonna keep going up. Okay, you guys, we're at another outlook, and the elevation is 1,100 meters here, approximately. So it's kind of blocked by trees, but it's still good views. And you can see the other side of the island there in the distance, which is more dry. We're gonna be going there on Sunday, or Monday, I believe. And here's what it looks like. This would be Santa Cruz this way. Okay, so Santa Cruz is down that way where we came from originally. Still great views, and they're only gonna keep getting better. Okay, so you guys, these are eucalyptus trees, and while eucalyptus trees have a lot of benefits, these are considered invasive here because they dominate the pine trees, as you see. Interesting how we're going up in elevation and there's eucalyptus trees. Okay, we're at another lookout, and I think we're around 1,400 meters approximately. And you can see the volcano in the background there. And just look at, it's all pine covered forest. And way down there in Puerto de La Cruz, there's palm trees and of course different plants down there in a warmer temperature. But I do gotta say, it's very comfortable right now. The sun is out, beautiful weather, and wow. Volcano Teide in the background, amazing. So we just passed some gates that they use to close the highway here because sometimes it does snow up at this elevation, right? And so they have to close the highway because it can be dangerous. There can be snow and ice in this very area. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes it does snow, from what she said. And so we're at about 28 degrees latitude, so that's 28 degrees north of the equator. We're you know, about the same latitude as central Florida, so we have that more or less subtropical climate. It's not fully tropical, but then when you combine it with a high elevation, you can get snow. Okay, you guys, so we're at another higher point here. It's called Mirador Chimagüe. And I read that all these pine trees here are relatively new because they were deforested in the 20th century, so the 1900s. So this is a massive project and massive undertaking here to reforest this part of the area because, you know, you need to keep the earth intact to prevent erosion. And so all these trees are relatively new. And in the distance there, look, you can see Gran Canarias. And so while the views in person here are spectacular, I hope that this view on the camera does it justice. And if we continue to go up this way, we're gonna get closer and closer to Teide. Like I was saying earlier, sometimes they have to close these highways because if it snows or there's like some wet rain, these roads can have ice, and you can imagine it's very dangerous driving on these roads with ice. And we've already seen multiple motorcycles just zooming up these hills. And so yeah, sometimes at this high elevation, even though we're in a warmer place at 28 degrees north of the equator, with the elevation, things can get a little crazy here. So quite interesting as a geographer, someone who loves geography, to see the differences that come when you have elevation in spite of latitude. Yet another lookout here, you guys, and I think these are the best views we've gotten to this point. Just check this out. Wow. Спасибо, спасибо. Wow, look it. Wow. Oh, Javier. Madre mia. Puerto de La Cruz. This is where we're gonna stay tonight. And look at the clouds there down there. Wow, so beautiful. I cannot believe this. Spectacular. Easily the best views I've seen in Spain to this point. So I am totally flabbergasted. There's a word for you guys. Flabbergasted. Como asombrado. Here come the big bad bikers that have been passing us on the highway. All right, we got some badasses. Another mirador. This is the Corona Forestal Mirador de la Cruzita. All right, so we're over 2,000 meters, and this is the other side of the island, right? So this is not where Teide is, but wow, like just look at these views in the mountains there. They have this like green layer on them, but you can imagine on the other side of those rocks, it's a lot more dry. ¿Verdad? Por ahí es más seco, ¿sí?
Es la cara sur y es más.
Sí, sí, sí. I mean, with the naked eye, you can see it's drier over there, but yeah. O sea, la lluvia viene aquí, pero el otro lado no hay lluvia, no hay tanto lluvia, por eso es muy seco, ¿no?
Y nubes, además, nubes suelen estar de este lado solamente.
Sí, so there's more clouds on this side. Luckily, we have a clear day. So to be completely honest, I mean, there's really nothing that you can compare the Canary Islands to. Like, they're really one of a kind, and you sort of feel like you're in another planet, like, you know, extraterrestrial, so to speak. It's so varied, it's so vast, it's very different. You know, it's not like the volcanic islands in Hawaii, you know? It's its own type of island, and really, I don't think there's any other place in the world like this, so quite unique from that standpoint. All right, we're doing a little side hike. Come on, Jacobo, let's go. Whoa, whoa, crikey. The local motorcyclists are out again. So we're gonna be heading up there later, but we're just in a little mini forest here. Let's see if I can find a place to see the volcano. Oh, this is so cool. Madre mia. And there's the volcano behind these trees here. It's hard to see, but a little side adventure, Adventure Elliot. Always taking adventures. Big or small. I'd say this one's a big one today. So we're going even further up in elevation, so there's less vegetation and it's more dry. So you guys see how there's very little trees up here, just shrubs, arbustos, shrubs and bushes. We officially are in the national park. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site in itself. So there's two of them on Teide alone. Un sitio patrimonial mundial.
Sí.
Yes. Quite amazing. Okay, you guys, this might be the best shot we get of the volcano. Highest point in Spain at 3,718 meters. There we go, verification. And there is the highest point in Spain. Y no hace mucho frío hoy, wow. Me sorprende. Es despejado, it's clear.
No siempre es así, créeme que no siempre es así.
He says, Javier says it's not always like this, so we really got lucky. The YouTube gods are with me today. So it just occurred to me that one of the best bikers, cyclists of all time, who has a tarnished legacy now, Lance Armstrong, well, he would come to this very area to train here because there was less oxygen, so it helped his lungs. But maybe he was also doing steroids somewhere up in this area as well. So Lance Armstrong, among others, came here to train, and they still come here to train. And wow, it would be really fun to train here. What do you think? I would like to train here, but the difference is I don't do steroids like Lance Armstrong. All right, maybe this is the next Lance Armstrong. Hola, ¿qué tal? The Lance Armstrong who doesn't cheat. Adios, amigo.
Adios, chao.
So that guy had an interesting story. He's half French, half Spanish, and he's doing what a lot of people are doing in the Canary Islands. They come here to work remotely, and his lifestyle really is like work remotely, earn a decent income, probably really good, and then he gets to bike around the islands, go to the beaches, go island hopping. Like, I mean, could you ask for a better lifestyle as a young man, a young woman, young professional? I couldn't. I mean, it doesn't even compare to the 9-to-5 work life, you know, at an office job. So that's the next thing, you guys. Okay, you guys, here are the massive telescopes. Check it out. That way is the ocean.
here we have like a altiplano, which is like a high plateau. Check it out. So we're way up in the mountains near the volcano, but this is a relatively flat area. A little valley, so to speak. All right, hard to see, but Gran Canarias is there in the distance. Oof, we're above the clouds. Volcano, it feels like we're in a different planet, like Mars. Just check. It's so rocky, and if you do hiking here, you really got to have good equipment because the rocks are so jagged and rigid. Wow. At any moment, these rocks could fall, but thankfully, I don't think that's gonna happen. So all this rock is volcanic, and wow, you can just see like where the magma like slowly crept and froze or became sedentary there. All of this is volcanic rock. So cool. So we're approaching the peak, and there's actually a cable car called a teleférico that you can use. It's right here. You can use that to go up the mountain to get to the high point, but we're not gonna do that today. It's a little bit expensive, but I honestly think with these views, I'm pretty happy, and you know, I'm just again happy that we had the opportunity to come in car with a local. So the views just continue to impress, and the rock and the geology keeps changing little by little until we again will go back down the mountain and see the change in vegetation. Okay, behind me is the teleférico, the cable car that you use to get to the top. It goes up there, and then people either take the cable car down or they take a trail down. So it's something along the lines of 40 to 80 euros if you do a round trip, and then you can get a guided tour and whatnot. So if you want to do this with your family or friends or whatever, you have to pay for it, but I think it's really worth it. And here's the cable car, as you see. I think we're gonna skip it, but just wanted to show you guys what this looked like in case you come here to the Canary Islands. Check it out. Here goes the cable car. It's a big one. So we came from all the way over there, and on the other side is where we started. But we're at a altiplano, a high plateau up here, and wow, I couldn't have asked for a better day, honestly. Okay, so these are called the Roques de Garcia here. These are interesting formations, and you can come here to hike. You see people going up there to hike. You can go that way and get some really spectacular views, but it's really important you don't go off the beaten path here because the ground and the earth is very unstable. So we're up here in this vast landscape with the volcano in the background, the highest peak in Spain, and all these geologic volcanic formations around us. And it's hard to just remind yourself that we're still on a relatively small island. Yes, it's the biggest island in the Canary Islands, but it's a small piece of land compared to continental Europe. And we're just sort of lost in this vast territory here in Tenerife. So the old currency in Spain, la peseta, there was the 1,000 peseta bill, and on that bill there used to be, or there is, this rock formation right here. So this is known with the 1,000 peseta bill. So people come here with their bill and they take a picture of the bill with the rocks in the background. So that's kind of cool, some history about the money. Okay, so we're going down in elevation now, and the foliage, the vegetation is slowly returning. You can see the pine trees here, and look at the view. Okay, there's the view. And Gloria was saying that some of these trees have been burned, without a doubt. I don't know if you can tell, but they're slowly regrowing their leaves.
Okay, you guys, we've came to a place to eat. I think this is where we're gonna eat, and I've got some new friends here, you guys. Check it out. We've got some camels. Hello. Hola. Oh, these guys are friendly. My new friends, the camels of Teide, the camels of Canarias. Hola. Look at, they're very curious. He's very curious. He's like, what is this GoPro? He's gonna be a YouTube star, you guys. Wow, YouTube's, oh, not anymore. He's like, get away, American. He's scared of the American. Hola, well, this guy's not, look at him. Oh, here he's coming back, he's showing off. Hola. Let's see if they like some grass. You wanna eat some grass? Yeah, good, good. Yummy grass, yummy grass. They're hungry. Oh, the camels are hungry. Wow, these guys are awesome. Can you believe it? The camels, they even got down, they bowed down because they want to give me a ride. They're so happy that I'm feeding them. Look at this. These guys are happy campers here in the Canary Islands. Tenerife camels. Wow, who'd have thought? Good camels. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them, they're so cute. Here, there you go. And just look at, this is the camel's view. The camel's view every day. They're probably happy to not be in Egypt, where they get mistreated there. Certainly in the pyramids, where there definitely abused. Mr. Camel 1 and 2, they're taking a siesta now. They're like, oh, it's siesta clock. You know, it is 2 in the afternoon here, so. Oh, siesta clock. Oh, he wants a belly rub. He wants a belly rub. He wants a belly rub. Look at this guy, so cute. This is where we're having lunch here. Just look at the views, and like I said, the vegetation is changing little by little as we go down. There's a drago tree, the one that you guys saw in yesterday's video. Let's go get some great lunch here in Tenerife. Wow, check out this restaurant setting. Casita Heidi. With these views in the background, just wow, mind-blowing, spectacular. You can come here and take a little siesta. Oh, siesta o'clock. Joaquín, yo voy a tomar una siesta. Ya está. This is where we're gonna have lunch. Gracias a Javier.
Carne asada aquí.
Carne asada. Carne asada.
A la brasa.
El rey de Tenerife. Javier here was saying that you can rent out this house here. He said him and his wife and his son have stayed here a couple times. Let's check it out. Oh wow, we got the Buddha here, the Buddha. Look at how beautiful the vegetation is here, crikey. And then the ocean down there, crikey. Oh, a lizard, another one of those lizards. Wow, look at these plants. I don't know what they are, but they're beautiful. Look at the roses, just like Madrid, La Rosaleda in Madrid. Madre mia. Okay, Jacob's having carne de cabra, goat's meat. He says it's a big plate. He's ready, and he's got the dorado cerveza, típico de acá, muy rico, eh. Javier, esto es costillas.
Con piña.
Con piña. Piña refiere
A maíz.
al maíz, so not pineapple but corn, and it looks really delicious. Estás emocionado?
Esto está muy bueno, es típico de Canarias.
Wow, estoy emocionado para ti. Okay, this is Ibérico secreto, entonces no les puedo decir qué es un secreto. Y Gloria lo está comiendo igualmente. Wow, tenemos algo en común. Let's try this. It's very tender. Muy sabroso. And you can tell it was cooked on a grill in una parrilla. You guys see how narrow the streets are? This is what they have to deal with, so this person's backing up. Como han dicho, las calles muy estrechas. Yes. But we march on. And thanks to Javier and his wife, we had an amazing, amazing lunch. Un buen almuerzo. Wow, riquísimo, como viste. Now we're going down to Puerto de La Cruz. watch. It's awesome. Way up in the mountains, people are friendly. Old Spanish architecture. Hey guys, we have the ocean right here, so let's check the ocean out. Ooh, it looks like paradise. Well, you guys, we've arrived to Puerto de La Cruz. My friend Javier, I can't thank him enough. Muchísimas gracias. Ojalá que les haya gustado ese día como yo he gustado tanto, ¿sabes?
Pasamos genial y ojalá vuelvan.
Un placer y yo voy a volver seguramente con mi novia. Pues,
Haz una vuelta.
mucho gusto, Javier.
Lo mismo.
Y Gloria. Un abrazo, muchas gracias por la ayuda, por ser buena conductora.
Vuelvan cuando quieran.
Y seguramente nos vemos en el futuro, pues. Que viva Islas Canarias. All right. You guys, what an amazing couple and their awesome son. That was a trip going up to the volcano and down. I hope you guys liked that video. I'll see you guys in the next video here in Puerto de La Cruz.